Ignore the weird cropping on the tracker. No keys is very weird layout. And I'm too lazy to fix it, because we're probably, hopefully not going to be in this seed for long. Just based on what it is. So this is for this week, it's Plando with basically every item early in the seed. And that gets decide what we need and go, but then we do need to find 6 instruments randomly placed about. I was so hyped to route this in a stupid way, only for it to absolutely crush me that it was random instruments. I was very sad. But we do what we do. And I'm gonna prefer thing later. So it's like, we're basically looking for what are our fastest checks. And hoping that instruments are there. Which is less fun than nonsense that I originally thought it was. Which was, here's all the stuff, go beat 6 dungeons. Which sounded like a wonderful time. That is the correct thing. But alright. I'm gonna just move the timer a little bit so I can see Abby's better. There we go. And 3, 2, 1, go. So we're gonna get Sword from Talon, and then I'm gonna go get Feather before we go anywhere else. Because I want the mobility. And we're gonna pick up Shield in the well. Space for our name. So we're gonna go grab bracelet, bombs, and boots, and then we will go be doing D1. I was like, my original routing plan for this was like, okay, I'll skip shield, I don't need to eat it, we know what's behind, the only shield check that matters. Unfortunately, behind that only shield check that matters is access to D7, which I do unfortunately want. Grab access to Tail Cave. And in we go. So, I could probably skip this rod, but it's quick enough to get. And then this. Hookshot we're gonna need. I want to grab this Ocarina. I want to grab Marin's Song only because it will let us kill Pole's voice quickly. Mambo's is where it's at. Frog Song in case we need to do that check. This is bow, so this will allow us to start doing stuff. It's 1 check, and I did have it on my potential skip list, but actually I do want Feather still. Gonna go get D7 access in case we have to go up mountain. Because this entire thing's going to be doing checks as fast as we can. That is the only thing that matters. Alright, so we'll get access to D6. We'll pick up the Rang. And then, yeah, we gotta actually start checking stuff. Oh, I don't even need to cheat. Now I'm sad. Alright, there's access to D6. There's Rang, that's gonna make our final boss fight easy. Dude. Rude! We're not gonna talk about that. Alright, this gives us D4 access. And... actually, I'm gonna grab that. Because that will let us do fishing and peek the raft game. Or not the raft game, but, what do you call it? The other thing. We got a couple more pieces of equipment to grab. So we'll do fishing. Dude. So I don't really care about grabbing the rooster, because we have all of the tools to just cheat and skip the rooster. And he's kind of out of the way and slow. We will be grabbing the level 2 bracelet, though, from the same area. Skip 3 screens. Golden leaf, we don't care. And I don't need that powder. Because we'll be getting powder elsewhere. Rude. Alright, so in the grave is access to Canalet. But Marin gives us D3 access, which I want. I think we just do every check we can. Wait, what? That's the castle gate. Okay. Was that mixed up? I don't have a level 2 bracelet yet. Fuck! Alright. I mean, it's fine. It's not what I wanted. So this left chest should be Rooster. And the right chest is the other bracelet. Dude, it's a bracelet. So I think I know the path I want to take here. This is my only time I'm going to use Song 3. I want to grab shovel. Like, Alright, I think we go left instead. We'll get flippers and powder on the way out. We're just gonna do all these checks. I think this is just better than going right and needing to re-go right anyway. The joy of digging! We are skipping over doing powder stuff. Dude, we didn't check the store either. That's fine. The actual bird key, that's useful. Stick could be useful. Pop around here. More rupees. More rupees. Lots more rupees. I probably should stop in there, but... yeah, I should have stopped in there. I got cocky. It's fine. I don't even need to do this, but... I think I want to clear out D6's checks. Or D2's checks while we're here. Because, yeah, we've got 14 checks in here. Dude. Bricks. I wonder. So we won't be doing D4 with this route, but I think I can. There's powder. Tail key. Just gotta think, like, what is safe to skip? Bow wow, useless. Well, I know powder's safe to skip because we now have it from doing D2. a golden leaf that we don't need. We're doing straight through, so I think we can do this path. Is the correct one? Yes. Off we go on an adventure. Alright, here's where song 1's gonna come in handy. I say, and then you can equip it. More rupees. Dude. Alright, so we'll take this out, and then we will peek the item and play song 2 to get out of here, if it's not good. Bombs. Fake bombs. Alright, and 50 bucks. Alright. I could just save and quit. But I want to prep this for a bit. Alright. So we'll go here, grab these. So I want to... There are 2 checks still to do in the woods. There's Boss Moblin to do as well. I should do Boss Moblin first. It takes a long time single check, but... Alright, he's gonna get me. And that is why we do that. Alright. Take that to the bank. Alright, I'm going to do some very dumb, out-of-logic stuff. But it's gonna be worth it. Because there's 2 dungeons I want to do without flippers. For speed tech reasons. So I'm gonna grab this. We're not gonna do Canalet yet. But I'm gonna do Raft Game super early. So the advantage that we know where flippers are. We also know where Rooster is, but again, I can do it with hookshot jumping. I also want to use this opportunity to refill on bombs and arrows I could probably use. I don't need them that badly, but they're really good for defeating enemies quickly. Alright, so grab this. A golden leaf. Money. No, really? I would never have thought. Let's grab that. That should be enough bombs. couple of rupees, not too many. Ugh, it's fine. Alright, so we come here. Am I gonna do Armos Maze? I should probably do Armos Maze, but I'm not going to. We're going to... Binks. Grab the arrows. Alright, we need to wait for this guy, and then... Got it! Alright. And we're gonna full clear D6 without the flippers. Because we don't need them. And the level 2 bracelet lets us get away with murder. Now, this routing plan I'm doing does have a very major gamble in it. And that is that I'm gambling that D5 Nightmare Key is nothing. Because it is the only check I'm not going to be able to get to in D5 on this route. Aw, Cuddle Muffin Binks. Slime Key, that's fine. Let's grab this. Do this way, because I'm kind of lazy. And then I miss it. There we go. We'll be able to refill bombs again here as well. I don't need a bomb trigger or anything, so we can do this. Nothing. Aww. Hurry, boy. Seashell. Rude. Alright. We're checking the shop item soon. Doot. I'll take a heart container. Missed the window. 7 checks on the right side. This. Alright. Okay, looks like D6 was probably a bust. Heart container. I'm gonna say that's off, so we can just go down here. Let's go! Use song 1. With the lack of keys, would it be faster? No, if I killed the mini-boss, it might have been faster. But as it stands, I don't think it's gonna be. Alright. I don't need to do anything because this should be open. Gotta wait for this. The letter. Well, it just needs to go back into the woods. Alright. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just put it down now. There we are. Alright, what's here? The angler key, that is actually semi-useful. It's a free check when we go up that way. Hey, Binks. Alright. Rude. Dude. Rude. Come on. Come on. There we are. Come on. We can do it. Up we go. Alright. Binks. Alright, time to do the second half of this stuff. Could do Canalet while we're here, but honestly, I'm not too concerned. 200 bucks. Binks, stop it. Hello, Binks. So because we have Hookshot, we can check everything here except for the dive key. Which I am totally for doing. I don't want to check that yet. We will be killing Master Stalfos. As much as my original route for this was able to skip him entirely because I didn't think I needed to fight him. Just do that. Don't need to overkill him. So there are no keys. Hello, Binks. Got him. We have hook shots. We'll grab it out. Broom. All right. I feel your legs moving there. Do not jump up. I repeat, Binks, do not. Be a good boy for once in your life. Binks. Alright, so we're able to return from here because we don't actually need anything else. I'm just gonna save and quit, we don't need those rupees. Alright, let's grab these and that. Dude. Right. Nope. Dude. Dirty Roops. Thanks. Fine, you can lay there, but I don't want that tail anywhere near the PC. Dude. Dude. Boop. Medicine, no fun. Alright, so it looks like D5 was a bust. Alright, face key. Face key's kind of gross, but we have every key now in case that happens to be required. Dude. Alright. He's gonna eat me. I'm gonna get late. One, two, a three, a four. Alright, we'll be returning home after this. Powder upgrade, that's not great, and... Alright, now... we're finally gonna do this stuff. Actually, I'm gonna check the store. Oh, hey! This is mine now. That's 2 instruments. Grab our flippers. We can skip the powder check. Doot. Gonna do Mamu, because we don't need money anymore. Rude. Rude, frame won't fall. There we go. I'm gonna say this probably could have been the, like, other gamble check, but honestly, I'm quite fine with it. Alright, so we're gonna do our Ocarina and Dig checks around the same time. Just sign an instrument for me. Alright. So tail key, put in the dig spot in Mabe, which we forgot. It's fine, we'll be returning to Mabe at least once. If I'm lucky, I can wait until we get Ribbon and get both checks at once. Alright, let's pop here. We will be doing Color Dungeon at some point. Do Boots and Bombs Cave. I want to go into D3, though. D3 is 19 checks. Lots of possibility, and we have the key, so... Oh, there's our first seashell check. Alright. I don't need a heart container that badly. I got plenty. Yeah, my original route for this, that when I thought I could just do dungeons, didn't even grab flippers. It was crazy. And I loved it. We didn't do the dig spot. $20. Don't need that. Lens A, alright, interesting. Okay, I do still need to dash up the left side. Rude. Alright. Clear these rooms. Don't need that. Didn't need that, but got it anyway, like a dingus. Don't need that. Dude. Pineapple. Alright, that makes mountain slightly more appealing, and I don't like it. I don't think we fight the mini-boss here, because we don't need to. Heart container. Dude. Let's grab this now. There's Bell. Alright, there's our third instrument, which means people who did D3 first probably gonna beat me for sure. Grab that just in case. I feel like most people are gonna do D5s and 6, so should be pretty safe in that regard. Okay, yeah, no, we need to go this way. Just to... We're gonna skip the boss. Alright. Just lazy do that. Alright, let's grab these. It's just a handful more checks in here. I think 3, the tracker's technically wrong because I skipped 2 things. Don't need that. There we go. Another seashell. Alright. Time to Villa Skip. Rude. Extra rude. Tired of these frame 1 falls. Come on. Should have played as Mario. There is only Mario. We visited Terran, that's enough. There we go. Dude. Dig this up. Face keys at Catfish. That looks like nothing! Dude. Alright, hey Richard, bye Richard. Alright. Alright, since Kennelit's open, I'm going to take this opportunity. That means the button inside is going to give me something. I don't know why I even grabbed that. I should have just left it. Gross. Money we don't need. That's a hundo. Thunder Drum! We'll take that. Alright, just 2 instruments needed. If they're in really easy places, though, we probably lost really big for my gamble earlier. Or my various gambles. Gonna go grab the first item here. Just to see... Garbage! Ow. Alright, so we got this item. We can skip entirely. Dude, we need to get this. Secret in Yarna Desert. So something good is in Yarna Desert. What would it be? Like level 2 sword or shield? It's not Rooster, I know that much. I know where Rooster is. I just decided I didn't want it. Took it as one of my 2 gamble spots. I should have gone to Animal Village first. Because I really should go to the Mad Batter here. I think I'm gonna do Color Dungeon after this. Alright, so we're going to do some things I forgot. Or deliberately neglected, I should say. I guess we'll do that as well. We're here. Dude. Okay, nothing we needed. So that's fine. Doot. Alright, gotta get the checks in the woods that I neglected because I didn't have powder the first time, and opted for a very windabout route. Doot. And we'll need Hookshot after this. And then we'll go into Graveyard and spin around to Color Dungeon. Organ! Alright, we'll take Organ. So if we can get one more instrument, it's Go Mode? Which could be bad if it's like here. Alright. Let's go into Color Dungeon. Didn't really want that, but... Okay. Get the dig spot. Oh. Game's just like, don't cheat. Here's the thing to not cheat. And I'm like, no, I like cheating. Cheating is the best. We don't need that. All right. Another seashell. The dog food. Since we're close to Mabe, we can go do that after. Really? Alright. That way. Boing. Money we don't need. And I somehow missed the timer. Weird. Thanks. I can't see. Dude. Let's grab these. Actually, I'm gonna need something to hit the switches. Binks? No. That is all of my bombs. We're gonna need to pick up some more. Wait, he doesn't have other parties. Alright, what do we got? Garbage! Alright, Color Dungeon was a waste of time. That's fine. I'm gonna go to Mr. Right. And then I guess we like just do D4, right? Thanks. I mean, level 2 sword's good. Let's check the dog food and gift guy. Binks. Alright, we don't need that. Uh-oh, we have no bombs. That's bad. I don't have nowhere to get bombs. Alright. I guess we're not doing gift guy. It's fine. Are we gonna use the raft game to get bombs? I think I'm gonna use the raft game to get bombs. Then I guess we'll do Southern Face. Garbo. You know, I probably should have skipped D4 as like a race thing. It's just something that I learned a lot from Final Fantasy racing, is sometimes you just gotta acknowledge that if the thing is in somewhere easy, someone faster than you already got it. So you just take a risk and skip something entirely. For the hope that it's somewhere else instead. Oh, I still don't have any bombs. Alright, we can cheat this at least. There we go. Much as I would normally jump from there, I know that there are bombs this way, and I will need them eventually. There we go. Doot. Jumping this down sucks. There we go. Dude. Boink. Garbo. Dude. Garbo. I forgot that I had to press the buttons. It's been a... Ooh, a 300. Those are rare. Anyway. Dude. Wow, both tunics in the same dungeon. Well, we have level 2 sword and red tunic, so we can probably just get away with, like, tapping fish a little bit. Mushroom, we'll trade that in. Alright. Alright, we're gonna go through Raft Game again, I think. We're gonna do this first. Got the swimming checks. Oh! Mumbo mumbo. Bum 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 bum. Oh! Alright. I should have just jumped off. Yeah, well. Do I skip mode check? I think I skip mode check. Gonna use raft games to fill up on bombs and arrows. Go down to Canlet. It did say there was a secret in Yarna Desert. I'm gonna gamble on that being potentially an instrument. I don't know why I went this way. Habit. Alright. Bombs. Alright, we're good on bombs. Should have enough for all the bomb triggers we still need to do in the game. And we should have enough arrows to bomb arrow anything that is a problem. Oh, it's fine. Alright. Ow. He's bullying me. We are gonna have to walk out of Armos Maze, though, which is the rough part. But I can't keep skipping checks at this point. Not when we are one from go. Ow. We only really need one arrow, so... Seashell... I think the easiest thing to take him out is going to be this. I should grab the ferry. Alright, Garbo. Let's run out of here. Stunning them is slightly faster than killing them. And I want to preserve a few arrows. Alright. Let's get out of here. Alright. Yahoo, yahoo! Alright. Let's check the cave. Alright, what have we got? 20 rupees, we don't care. Alright, so there was a secret here. That's not necessary. I don't know why I grabbed that instead of this. I think it's going to be objectively faster to just return home. Alright. I don't think I care too much about those checks. I think density of checks wise, it's time to go mountain. Which means I should have played Song 2 instead, but it's fine. Hey, Tanky. Alright, that's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. How's the cheating this week? It'll depend on how fast I go. This was one where we basically started with every item, and have just been having to treasure hunt the various instruments. I'm one instrument from being allowed to finish, but it's proving to be elusive. And the gambles that I took have not currently paid off. Which means I've probably lost significantly, but we'll never know until I'm done. That wasn't what I meant to do, but sure. Alright. I don't think these can be instruments. 10 arrows. I don't care that much about my current remaining arrows. Hooray! Dude. Slime Queen Free Shrine, we already know because we have it. We do have to press the key up here. Garbage. Alright, time to cheat. And because we have sword beams, we can just go... Rude. I said rude. There we go. Jeez. We're pretty free to just walk wherever we want here, so... I'm gonna use the usual route just because it's fast, but... we could, like, beeline the boss, or do all sorts of shenanigans if we wanted. Dude. Hibiscus. Alright. Hit you. Grab those bombs we collected. That's one. That's two. That's three. Binks, I can't see. Nothing. Gotta do this non-fancy. And there's the last one. Down we go. Here, grab a rod. Just kill that guy and stop him from causing problems. Dude. Binks. Scale, alright. Binks! Don't need that. There we go. The ribbon. Grab that. Dude. Dude. Aww. Cuddle muffin. Okay. Let's grab these. Alright. Let's see about those real fake floors. Garbage. I'll take that. I could do a save scum. Like, save here, do the 2 animal village checks. Let's do a bunch of checks here. Dude. So we got like 5-ish checks to do around here. Nope. Dude. Alright, that's not good. I'm gonna grab this because I'm gonna need it. That's not great. That means that somebody definitely beat me to the punch. Because that was bomb triggerable forever ago. Yeah, I'm probably like 30 minutes behind with that. Dude. Jumping on B is weird. There we go. Left, left, up, right, right, up, left, up. Alright, if we're lucky, we'll get the trigger. And we aren't. Alright, rumbling will begin. Rumbling will continue until morale improves. Rude. There we go. Rude. Rude. More rude. There we go. Alright. Climb the stairs before me, and... time. Alright, let's see where other times are. I don't imagine that I'm doing great at the moment. Oh, I've been summoned for something. I can't do day gaming. I am busy. I am working. Yeah, 101. Yeah, he never did D3, never did D8, never did D6. That's like 3 dungeons I did that didn't need doing. Hello? My buttons? That is odd. My buttons stopped working. There we go. If I press the buttons fast for good time, yep, it's true. Yeah, he found the D4 instrument, whereas I found the D3 instrument in D3. Yeah, I do not like randomized instruments. It's probably my least favorite setting, if I had to pick one. I don't mind me a treasure hunt, but not for a race setting. But such is how you do. Crack my knucks. Hydrate a bit, because it's warm out. Got a new sweater I'm very excited about. It's very clingy. I like me a good clingy sweater. Not super great for warm weather, or for hot weather. No, for cold weather. The weather that you wear sweaters for. Remember to hydrate, people. Alright. We're humans. We're like 80% water. Yeah, I know. I reached out for something on the fridge, Binks. It wasn't your treats. It was Sour Patch Kids watermelons. 'Cause candy. I get candy for winning. I say winning again. I imagine that just on that fisherman check alone, I'm gonna be like 20 minutes behind everyone. I am so mean to Binks. Well, buy him a treat then. dude. Outsourced successfully. Alright. Alright, Binks, you've been offered a treat in this trying time. Heaven forbid I get treats and you don't. Everyone gets all the treats, truth. Yeah, orphaning the fisherman check by not having flippers when I was going through that area. Like, this was a really late animal village. We should have a button for Maddie treats. I need to afford Maddie treats. So, if I get if I get enough subscribers to have frequent treats, then I will 100% have a Maddie treat button. Until then, we have no treat button. Alright, let's see which pet we got on this March 10th. Make it a bits redeem? Can I do that? But I'd need to have the treats to have them on stream, though. That's the issue. Alright, Binks went down. Airy! IRA winner. Alright. Y'all know the drill. I'm put a marker here, and then see you in a sec.